Sonia Sotomayor probably could have predicted that her nomination fight would be a hardship, but perhaps not the physical kind. In her rush to get to Washington, D.C. at LaGuardia Airport, apparently she had a bit of an accident and broke her ankle. It was a fracture. And instead of going straight to the hospital, she finished her trip to D.C., went to the White House, and then reportedly got her ankle all wrapped up. Let's bring in Kelly O'Donnell, who's on Capitol Hill. She's got a lot of meetings there today. How easy is it to get around for somebody on crutches?
Oh, I really feel for Judge Sotomayor because the marble floors and the great distances between one office to another here will make this a challenge. Being on crutches is no fun. Being on crutches and being photographed, really no fun. So we certainly feel for her. As you mentioned, this was an unexpected event today. She continued by getting on the plane. When she got to Washington, she went to the White House and really felt at that point that whatever discomfort she was feeling, she needed to have it looked at, and she was escorted to medical treatment by the folks who are her advisors here. And she's in quite a cast by what you see there. I'm sure it is a difficult thing. She is seeing roughly a half dozen senators per day. Her first day, she saw 10. She's working her way through meeting, it seems, just about every member of the Senate, now into her second week of these important meetings. She says she's doing fine. Advisors say she's doing great. She's certainly putting on a good face, and I hope as the day goes on that whatever discomfort she may be feeling won't get the better of her.
And you know, I'm impressed with her ability to manage these crutches too. Anybody who's had to do crutches knows they're unwieldy, especially when you're not used to them. It takes a little while and a few calluses before you feel like you get the hang of them. She's doing a great job. I want to ask you, she's got this meeting with Chuck Grassley this afternoon. How's that likely to go?
Well, certainly he's an important figure because he is on the Judiciary Committee, and as she meets with those members, she's certainly met with leadership and senators who are not a part of the committee, but that is crucial because they will have the first opportunity to question her in public, a critical vote before the rest of the Senate gets to look at her full career and her qualifications to be the Supreme Court nominee. From what we've gathered of these meetings so far, it really is an opportunity for both the judge and senators to sort of take a personal measure of each other, to have a private conversation, to go over any questions that may be hanging between them, but really to make that contact, which can be so important before the bright lights and the distances of that committee hearing room when we expect this all to really get underway sometime in the next several weeks.
Can I just make the point that without the cast, one presumes you would never see a photographer panning down to focus on the legs of the Supreme Court judicial nominee?
Poor thing, yes. I think we can all appreciate that this is difficult. And, you know, imagery is so important for politics. And if she were to be in a wheelchair, for example, that might be more challenging. So she has toughed it out with crutches, which, as we've discussed, are not easy to maneuver, especially on marble floors in these hallowed halls.
Kelly, thank you very much. Appreciate that.